with an Italian drummer, so what I'm about to tell you might get me murdered. Hey, this is Herman Li, and you are watching Feedback Loop by PRS Guitars. So I've been listening to a lot of amazing Spider-Man soundtrack and the Cars movie soundtrack because my daughter loves it. So I guess I don't mind being in a Spider-Man kind of set and playing for Spider-Man one day. I always consider myself a student of the guitar in every single way. So actually the fun part is learning new things about the guitar. So I'm always up for learning about the guitar and getting more knowledge. The first concert I went to was, I believe, yes, it was Steve Vai, Sex and Religion Tour. It was the band Vai with Devin Townsend singing. That was at the Hammersmith Odeon in London. What's my all-time favorite guitar solo? That's a tough one. Honestly, I love the guitar solos on Bon Jovi's albums, like, you know, the big one, which Sambora does, that you see everyone singing along in the stadium when they go there to the concert. But to be honest, I guess my favorite gotta be Through the Fire and Flames in the end, because that's what pays the bills. So all good for me. I would rather lose my pick for sure, because since I only play double locking bridge on stage, if I break a string, things most likely will be a bit out of tune. So, and I can play without a pick if I need to. I guess the weirdest item I got on tour with me all the time that I must have is my $300 hairbrush. People say, why do I have a $300 hairbrush? Well, you just gotta try my $300 hairbrush and work it out yourself. And recently a fan told me, yeah, I bought the same hairbrush as you, but to brush my dog. You never go back once you try one of these hairbrush, and you realize the cheap hairbrush you got for like 20 bucks, it just rips your hair out of your head every time. And it's okay when you're young, you keep growing more hair. Now you gotta save them. It's called Pierre Mason. It's lifetime warranty. It's $300 in America. You can buy them for half the price in England. It's like handmade kind of thing. Yeah, it's nerdy. I gotta say, Steve Vai, I believe, have the coolest moves, and he always, you know, had them, and he always come up with some new ones and push the boundaries of playing difficult things while still looking super cool playing it and having the charisma and the connection with the audience at the same time when he's performing. Oh, you know, last two impulse purchases I bought were guitars, actually. I bought two guitars that I always wanted when I was a teenager. So, and I couldn't afford it then. It wasn't imaginable for me to have these guitars, but I bought one. It was a used Nuno Bettencourt signature and a George Lynch signature guitar. I guess my favorite moment with a DragonForce show is really when you finish the show and you made a great show and everything sounded great, everything looked awesome, and everyone played really well. The fan had a great time. That's really actually makes the musician feel really good about themselves, that they deliver something that the fans wanted and were expecting when they came to the show. No, I can hardly play the guitar. You know, don't put another instrument in. Well, I think depends when I get the offer, what state the earth is like and what's my life like, you know? But I think I'll stay in earth. At least there's some kind of security and laws. You know, I feel like you're gonna get out of earth and you're gonna have some crazy people out there trying to get you to do things that you don't want to do. So that's what I think. Actually, been really enjoying playing the guitar slowly. And people don't really get to see me do that on stage because that's not what we do, with the band. But I really enjoy playing different kind of music, not just playing fast. And going back to the basics of playing slow is actually more important because it teaches you to concentrate on the control of the instrument. You can get away with things and you can get away with not very good vibrato and bends if you're playing fast. But if you're playing slowly, every single note and the dynamic of the picking counts, and you will be more exposed in a certain way in your guitar playing. So I do like to practice slowly so I can go back to the beginning and make sure that I can still play the basics actually. Twitch has really totally changed my life when it comes to music, funny enough. You gotta look at it this way. Musicians, professional musicians, we go on tour, we play in front of thousands of people. And the buzz you get playing on stage is not something you can experience making videos on YouTube or, definitely not sitting at home by yourself playing the guitar. So after a tour is over and playing in front of thousands of people, you go home, picking up the guitar become a different kind of experience. Definitely not as exciting in a certain way when you're playing songs. So with Twitch, I can perform these songs in front of an audience, even though they're not there, but they still give you the support. And with Twitch, I was able to jam with players and friends in front of an audience too. And after I became a pro, touring a lot, and most touring musicians, they no longer get the chance to play guitar. It's just a fun thing with friends. That means just going back to the basic. We're just jamming with friends in a room. And Twitch enabled me to play with a lot of players. And actually some of my favorite guitar players growing up, I was able to jam with on Twitch during the pandemic when everyone's locked into the house. So that's been really good for me. So I recommend people to explore that part of music. And maybe there's something out there that will work for you. I love racing. I watch F1 a bit, and I like actually tracking my car. It's kind of one of my hobbies where I can not think about music and just be in a fast car on the track. However, it is a very dangerous sport. So when I go on stage, I don't have to risk my life like those race car drivers. So definitely playing a concert is much more relaxing and less scary.
Food.
Oh, wow, that's a tough one. I gotta say, USA.
Slang.
Oh, slang, it's gotta be the UK, come on.
Beaches.
The beaches in the UK are absolutely horrible.
Weather.
I live in Los Angeles now, so California, you can't really beat that.
Sports.
The UK.
Cars.
Wow, that's a tough one. I live in the UK long enough to not really buy a UK car, but I never had an American car, so I don't know.
Fashion.
US.
DragonForce fans.
There are more of them in the US, so USA. This has to be done, right? Paul really stinks? It's a question mark, so it's not even a rude thing.
It's not rude. It's not rude if it's a question.
Yeah.
Or you could say Paul's really smart. Brownie.
We can't do that. We have an Italian drummer, so what I'm about to tell you might get me murdered. But I'm okay with eating pineapple on the pizza. I actually don't mind it. I would order it just to annoy our drummer for fun.